6:45 in the evening, and it's still 96 degrees out here. So we're not going anywhere where there's any pavement. We're down here at the fairgrounds and the flea market. And they've changed it since the last time I was here. Now they have this steel cable around all the grassy areas. Used to come bring Trevor over. Well, it wasn't Trevor, but it was another vehicle. And I'd literally park him under here underneath the shade. And then we could walk all the way down and around, back down that way to the cemetery. You can go all the way around. That great big building over there is a huge factory where they make the mine-resistant vehicles and stuff. One of the places in the United States where they make it, that's on the other side of the highway. But this whole area from here to that highway is the fairgrounds and the flea market. And as you can see, a lot of these people just have permanent stores out here. This is Thursday evening, and they've still got stuff set up. There's a produce thing down there, right down there. And they have permanent buildings with reefer trucks and more cash registers than Walmart. And there are permanent buildings, those 3 green buildings. Let's see if I can. That's actually they're one big building. There's hallways that connect them, but there's 1, 2. On the other side of Trevor is the 3rd one, and those are all permanent stores that are set up in there. And then on the other end is a whole nother covered section that right there is all covered all the way to the end. And they've got people that have permanent shops in there, so it's really like a permanent outdoor market. But Ruby wanted to get out and do some sniffing or something besides the house and the backyard. I did take the garden hose over to water the dogs next door. Wagglebutt was the only one that would drink out of the hose. The other 2 were curious about it, but as soon as I shove it in their face, they'd act like they were scared, so I squirted them a few times. I guess they drank the water that spilled out on the ground. So anyways, we're just going to come out here and walk around for 30 minutes. I don't think it's just too warm. There's nowhere we can go on any of the normal paths and stuff where I don't have to worry about her paws getting too hot. Although the other day when we were down on the creek, I did feel the pavement and I can touch it with my hand. So it's flipping hot out here. There's more industrial stuff on this side. I have walked all the way down to the end and all the way down the other way, but we're not going to do that today. We're going to stay up here because there's a fair amount of shade on this end. I'm going to go down there and look at this old cemetery. So we're just going to walk and let Ruby wander. Because as you can see, birdies in the tree have gotten her attention. Big old oak tree, lots of Spanish moss on it. In front of Trevor's, parked in the shade, but I got a bottle of water in there in case she's thirsty when we get back. But we can literally walk from all the way down there. We'll just walk around the grassy area a couple of times, and I figured 30 minutes out here and that's enough. Okay, and that's it for right now. I thought these grays were a lot older, but most of these appear to be since 2000, 2003, 2009, stuff like that. Some guy got caught over here dumping asphalt shingles, and they caught him, and I'm glad. Ruby seems to be real nervous in here. Some of them, in 1970, that one sunk in like vaults. Well, she wants to go there. 1919. 1982. I thought some of these graves were a lot older than that. 1992, U.S. Army, Korea, 1987, a Korean veteran. A lot of these things have fresh, well, they're not fresh, they're plastic flower arrangements. But people do come out and tend them, and it's well maintained. Some of these things look really old, but there's no marker at all on that one. 2015, 1984. Some of them are pretty fancy. 2011. That's the Rev and his wife. John 14, 1-7. I'll have to go look that up and see what it says. I thought these graves were a lot older than they are. I don't know why. What does that one say? Oh, I can't read it. (2005). They're not as old as I thought. Let's go look at it. Come on, Ruby. Look, there's military headstones here. U.S. Army, 1974, 1987, 1998, 1927. Noted right. World War II, 1981. A lot of Army in here. Army veterans. Some of these just don't have anything on them at all. And some of them have little brass plaques over the concrete. 1990. There's somebody that must have been a football player and a drummer. That's what they got on his headstone. Some of these look like they've been here forever. That's why I thought that there were a lot older graves in here. I know it's an active cemetery. I'll go take a shot of the sign. There's nothing on these that tells you what they are. 2002. Well, I guess I should have come earlier. 2003. Navy veteran, Marine Corps veteran. 2009, 1996. It's a well-maintained cemetery, and I'm glad they caught that guy. I gotta take the leash around. Glad they caught that guy dumping. He dumped shingles from a roofing job off over there. 1949, 2000. Most of these are from 2000 and later. A couple of them are younger than, older than that. Well, around we go because Ruby's wrapped around my legs. Can't tell if that's a whole bunch of them side by side, but U.S. Army. Even got the Army seal on there. Army salute. God bless you, sir. Father Booker T. Smith. Must have been one of the preachers. 1992. 1985. It's either 85 or 35. Let's see if I can zoom in on. I can't read it. I don't have my glasses. It's got to be 1985. I haven't seen anything in here as old as 1930. This is the Cherry Hill Community Cemetery in Ladson. Okay. These are all commercial industry over here. These guys look like they're doing bricks or something. Got piles and piles of them over there. Man, we have been out here like 15 minutes and I am sweating I'm sweating. Ruby occasionally finds something she wants to sniff at. I thought about coming over here like on Halloween, see if I could see a ghost, but this guy's been out here steady mowing. I don't know if he's part of the cemetery or part of the fairgrounds. They have a whole crew that... Come on, dog. We got plenty more to sniff. Okay, well now you've seen the cemetery, 1999. There's not as... I thought there were going to be older graves in here. I thought this thing had been around for a long time, but apparently this started in the last 30 years, 40 years or so. That surprises me. Usually when you see a cemetery tucked off way in the back here like this. 2002, 2009, U.S. Army, 1979, World War II vet. Okay, these are about the oldest stones here. 1971, that's about the oldest one I've seen. 1966. 1966. Yeah, I gotta turn this off. The lawnmower's making an awful lot of racket. Okay. Well, he's gone up in the trailer, so it's quieted down. (2010) 2001. Okay, I'm gonna go talk to this guy, find out what I can about this place. Okay, I was right. That cemetery, for whatever reason, I don't know why, I thought it was a lot older than that. But Ruby's stopping to investigate something. I have to make sure she ain't getting into something she's not supposed to. I don't know why I thought it was. Hang on a second. Jesus. Give her wide open space like this, and she is all over, back and forth, and back, and look back behind me again. Come on, dog. Get out in front and lead the way. But that cemetery is about 30 years old. I said 30, 35, and he said, yep, that's about right. Come on, dog. I don't see no snakes. If they do, they'll bite you because you're closer to the ground. It is hot, hot, hot. But it's a community cemetery. And the church that maintains it is back off that way, probably about a mile. And his mom and daddy and a whole bunch of other people's buried in there. So that was a good information about the cemetery, and now I know. I didn't know that before. One thing I've noticed down here, there's several more RVs parked. There's a Class A down there. When everybody's living in that van, and or they just leave it parked there because there's a Class A over there, another one over there, a couple more down there in the corner. You like fresh produce, this place is full of it on the weekends. And you don't even have to speak Espanol. My sister and I were going to yard sales and buying crap. One weekend we'd go yard sale, and the next weekend we'd come out here and sell the stuff. And by the end of the summer, when we counted up the expenses and the profits, we basically made minimum wage. But it was a blast. But I'll tell you what, if you don't have a cover like those people have, they have tarps and stuff and permanent, you don't have a cover. Flea marketing down here in the summertime is an ordeal. I had a little portable umbrella I could sit under, but even still, it's just hot. Middle of July and the 1st of August. By midday on Sunday, I was ready to pack it in and head for the hills. Okay, there's the Ladson Flea Market from the back side. This is the north side. And there's Trevor all by himself underneath the oak tree. I have to back out, them branches are so low. I think I'm gonna quit filming and me and Ruby's gonna walk over on the other side, down to the end and back. When I say this place is like Walmart, that's what I mean. Look how they got these boxes stacked in here and it's only Thursday. This stuff's piled all the way up to the bottom of that tarp. That's Mexican soda and stuff like that. It's stuff that's imported from Mexico. And there's fresh fruit and crap. They got people out here working. They got forklifts. This is the flea market. I don't know if this camera's going to pick up the noise, but they got reefer trucks here. This is a regular retail outlet right there, and they do a tremendous amount of business. Here's the back side of it, the south side. Oh, somebody over here walking their dog. I'll go out into the... that's this side over here is where we used to park because the bathrooms are right close by. This is all private property owned by the Exchange Club of Ladson. This is... you can see all these booths are permanent. And here's the 3 buildings that are actually one big building that are connected in the middle. They go a long ways. That's only half of it right there. Follow me on Two Dogs Peanuts. If I'm trying to film out the side of the window, you can see that it costs you $8 to rent a table. I think we're going to get up here and have to turn around. And then off over there is the fairgrounds all the way down. On this end here is where they have the rodeo. And these are all exhibit barns and stuff. It's hard to film in here because none of these, I don't know which of these roads are closed off. They got gates on all of them. I think I'm gonna say you can see that gate there is closed, so I could go there straight, back over and get out on the highway. But for the rodeo, this is where we came in here. They're the portable stands when they set up the rodeo arena. Brought one of my sister's grandkids out for hitting this. As soon as he saw the toy stand, all he wanted was the cap pistols, and he played with them the entire time. It was a good rodeo, though. I was surprised. Oh, here we are. Here's the actual rodeo grounds right here. You can see they disc all that up, but and off over here on the side is the, what does that say? No concealable weapons allowed. Oh, yeah, with you people. I won't come look at your cows. I had thought when they had the fair here in the fall, it was like all the fairs I remember out west. We had lots of animal exhibits and stuff, but I only came here one year. They had 1 pig, about 6 weird chickens, very sickly looking horse, and an elephant. That was it. That was their livestock. They had 1 building with farm equipment in it, and everything else was local exhibits like art and photography. Okay, this road takes us back out to the main highway, US 78, and I guess I could go, I'll stop now and go into where the front gate is and show you what the front of the place looks like. Now we're on Highway 78 headed west, and this is the front entrance to this thing where I'm getting ready to turn into. It's also a place where the county sheriff likes to sit and point his radar. You usually see a couple of them right here if they're doing it. All of this green space that they've got roped off is free parking for the fair, but this is the main entrance. Boy, they've gotten crazy with these no concealable weapons. It used to be just for the gun show, but now I guess it's all the time. No self-defense allowed in this property. I see no magnetometers, so the hell are they gonna do? How are they gonna know somebody didn't bring a pistol in? But all these buildings in here, this is like the photography exhibit. My sister exhibited photography in there. And they're building this new one. Oh, there goes a kitty baby. Running on like the wind. Run, kitty baby, run. Ruby didn't see him. What are they doing way the hell out here? I don't know what this is. This is a brand new building. This, they had built this from scratch. One of the cool things about the fair is you see that amphitheater over there. They have concerts out here every night. I can hear them at my house. And then when they do fireworks shows, I can hear them. And they got a thing that goes across there's a pond out there, a lake, like a lake, mini lake. They got rides that go across it. Exchange Park Multicultural Building. That's a big building. With all aluminum framing and stuff like that. I bet it's going to be impressive. We have parked over here in the handicap and wandered off down through there and all around when I just need to do a short walk with Ruby. But okay, that's the end of today's clip. Driving around in Trevor, and it is unbelievably hot out today. Maybe we're going to try and get out early in the morning instead of waiting until late in the day.